Gamera, the giant flying turtle. Having nicknames from the Children's Guardian, all the way to the Guardian of the Universe. The giant turtle has fought in knife kaiju all the way up to the better version of Rodan. Yeah, I said it. Douse is the better Rodan. Deal with it. But anyways, I love Gamera. In fact, my favorite kaiju film ever is Gamera Guardian of the Universe. Yes, even more than -1, but -1 is a close second place. But this video is on Heisei Gamera, starting his protection and rule of the universe back in 1995 and ending in 1999 with his fight against Iris. He is the meanest looking Gamera by far, and also in my opinion the most powerful version. Now many have asked how he performed against modern kaiju in the Monsterverse. Will he keep his crown as Guardian, or will he fall to the relentless strength of the Monsterverse? In today's video we ask, could Heisei Gamera survive the Monsterverse? So first we need to go over Gamera's abilities. Firstly, one major thing Gamera has going for him is his speed. Being faster than any of the Monsterverse kaiju, being able to fly at Mach 3.5 and swim at 180 knots. But now onto his actual abilities. Firstly, his high plasma fireball. Quote from Wikizilla, by fusing and compressing plasma energy and oxygen stored in his body within a chamber in his throat, Gamera ionizes the condensed energy and forms a plasma fireball. End quote. Normally I'd make my own description, but that was pretty spot on, so yeah, shout out Wikizilla. High plasma. This attack is just his normal fireball, but at 120% power, making it an extremely powerful attack. Now Gamera's debatably most powerful attack, his ultimate plasma. This is seemingly Gamera's most powerful attack, taking in mana from around the globe and putting it into one single beam. Anything or anyone that is unlucky enough to be on the receiving end of this won't live to tell the tale. Banishing Fist. This is where Gamera blew off his own hand and turned it into his enemy's attack and used it against him, acting as his finishing move. So again, like the ultimate plasma, a kaiju that will take this hit most likely won't be winning this fight. Now to 3 abilities that are kind of soft canon. It's up to you guys whether they're real or not. Those being Fire Breath, as it sounds, he spits fire. Homing Plasma, which is just a normal plasma attack but it locks on and follows its target. And Eruption. This one is where he quote from Wikizilla, Gamera can use the earth and volcanoes to erupt at will, and it also heals himself. End quote. But from what I've heard, this one is canon, as it takes place between Gamera versus Legion and Gamera versus Iris. So for this video, we'll at least be assuming this one is the most canon out of the 3. Shell. Since he's a giant turtle, he of course has a shell, which not only acts as extra durability, but also acts like a weapon when flying. Flight. No duh. Regeneration. Gamera shows some pretty good regeneration after taking heavy damage. Thermal energy conversion. This is where Gamera is able to turn a source of energy such as fire, coal, plutonium, and much more into energy for his attacks. And finally, with all that out of the way, let's get onto the list. And the cool thing is, the old lists are now outdated. Because the last time I did one of the In the Monsterverse videos, GXK wasn't out yet. So this list will be longer and more complex. I can't wait to edit all of it. So I present to you the new official Monsterverse roster of kaiju. Behemoth, Scylla, the male and female Muto, Amulek, Tiamat, Godzilla X Kong Mothra, Muto Prime, Beast Glove Kong, King Ghidorah, and finally Shima. With that being said, and Gamera having all his stats in place, let's dive in. First up is Behemoth. Now, really the only issue Gamera will face throughout all these fights is his weight. While he is large, he is very lightweight. Heisei Gamera comes in at 120 metric tons, while Behemoth comes in at 90,000 metric tons. Now, while he is much heavier, Gamera could pretty much one-tap him with his plasma, as Behemoth is almost 100% hair. So, pretty much with 0 difficulty, Gamera moves on. Next up is Scylla, the giant spider. Well, she doesn't really have anything to defend herself against the Mach 3.5 flying fire-spitting turtle. 1 or 2 plasma fireballs should do the job. This is a male and female Muto. Now, Gamera will have some issue, as well he has fought a whole bunch of kaiju at once. He hasn't fought 2 big kaiju at once. And the male should get down with ease, as Gamera can just slice through him with his shell, or shoot a plasma bulb thing and blow him up. Now, the female Muto could take a few hits, but I think Gamera should still pull through with general ease, as long as he stays in the air. With no to low difficulty, he moves on. Next up is Amulek. Now, first I need to thoroughly explain Amulek, as he is a little weird. Amulek is a giant tree titan, but he can be so much more, as he builds his body using his ability of telekinesis. Amulek is really only a head. The rest of his body is just whatever he chooses for it to be, which allows him to pull off feats which shouldn't normally be possible, such as when he punched off Behemoth's tusk, stretching his arm far away, most likely over 500 meters. So if Gamera got close, he may take some damage, but on to the rest of Amulek's abilities, these being Camouflage. As it sounds, he's able to blend in well with the surrounding environment. Amphibiousness. He's able to go underwater pretty easily. Psychic Blast. This is where if Amulek is able to latch onto his target, he gets in a blast to their brain. Though he does have one major weakness. As Stuart Johnson said, he is susceptible to being set aflame. And, well, Gamera is the fire turtle, so yeah, Gamera moves on. Next up is the giant sea serpent, Tiamat. Now, just for fun, let's assume this fight takes place in the water. As if Gamera can't do that, well, he doesn't deserve to be the ruler of this verse. Now, Tiamat is a master in the water, with her wide range of abilities. Her abilities include Phosphorus Ink. This is just a super strong acid breath, which is strong enough to blind Godzilla. Hydrokinesis. As it sounds, she's able to control the water around her, which is a crazy powerful ability to wield. Electrogenic cells. What? Sorry, as I'm reading Wikizilla, her ability says this. Her cells are strong enough to boil the ocean and create a steam cloud visible from space. GXK nerfed her to hell, oh my god. Now, even with that, Gamera has dealt with much hotter things, like your mom. And she can't really wrap around him as he would just cut herself on a shell, so with mid-difficulty, Gamera should move on. Now into GXK Mothra. Now this is where the first real threat is, as her silk could most likely block Gamera from flying too well. So for the first time in this video, he'll be fighting on the ground. Cloud rays may cause Gamera a little trouble, as they are just so bright. And they were able to knock over Godzilla, so this would definitely send Gamera flying. And if she gets up close, her stinger may be able to break through Gamera's flesh. But I do think this is where Gamera might start to use his other abilities, such as his high plasma. And the main thing is, well, landing the hit. But I think Gamera could pull it off after a few shots. So with mid-difficulty, Gamera moves on. Next up is the Muto Prime. Now the Muto Prime's main form of attack is her seismic concussive blasts, where she punches so hard she breaks into the tectonic plates. She also has a sonic roar, which may cause Gamera some pain. But given Prime just can't keep him on the ground, he once again camps the skies. And the roar shouldn't really be able to hit him as Gamera travels much faster than sound. And the Prime does have some crazy durability, which mainly causes Gamera to rely on his high plasma for his attack, or possibly even his ultimate plasma attack. But I don't think we'll be forced to use that attack yet. Now the Gamera you see here can not only do all these attacks, but it can also save you money! Sponsor time! Today's video is brought to you by Beast of the East Collectibles, one of my longest ongoing sponsors now. Now I've shown them off quite a bit, so let's speed on what they have. If you need anything, and I mean anything kaiju figure related, Beast of the East is the place for you. They have stuff from Evangelion, Godzilla, Gamera, and much more to pick from. And they always have deals going on, so you know you're getting your money's worth. Also, I want to say the people behind Beast are just such kind and genuine people. I bought from them at G-Fest in the past, and they're just the coolest vendors there. If any of you guys are going this year, make sure to tell them Goji guys sent you. They'll be the first link down below, and make sure to check them out if you need anything kaiju figure related. With that being said, Gamera just stays in the air, and he should move on with mid-difficulty. Next up is Beast Glove Kong, and yeah, he can't do much. While if he lands a hit on Gamera, it would do some serious damage. He is, again, just mostly hair, and he'll just be set ablaze. With low difficulty, Gamera moves on. And hey, if you're liking this video and want to see more kaiju content like this, I ask you please check out the channel and consider subscribing. Trust me, if you like kaiju, this is the place for you. Next up is the one who is many, King Ghidorah. Now Ghidorah will be a major challenge thanks to his regeneration, as it's very difficult to bypass, and Ghidorah weighs over 1,000 times more, plus his gravity beams are going to be very difficult to, survive. Now Gamera is faster, that's about all he has going for him. His normal attacks won't do the job, but I think now is where he finally pulls off his ultimate plasma attack, as it is the only big attack that's strong enough to take out Ghidorah in one hit. So I'd say with high difficulty, Gamera moves on. And finally, the end-all be-all of the Monsterverse, Shimo. And well, I know this sounds crazy, but Gamera will have an even easier time with Shimo than he did with Ghidorah, as Gamera has a direct counter to Shimo. As I said way at the start, Gamera has his ability called Eruption. Now this ability, quote from Wikizilla, quote, Gamera can cause earthquakes and volcanoes to erupt at will. Gamera uses this in his fight to melt frozen areas by Barugon and heal himself, end quote. And to those who don't know, Barugon is just the OG Shimo. So if he can directly counter Shimo's ability, then it's already not looking too good for her. Now onto his final move. Since Shimo is just so durable and none of his regular attacks really get through her, it's time to finally use his Banishing Fist. As we said way at the start, really anything that's on the receiving end of the attack won't do too well. So with high difficulty, Gamera clears the Monsterverse. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. If you like this video, again, please consider subscribing. But, as always everybody, keep collecting. Kazala Guy, out. See ya.